Welcome everyone to the first in a series of interviews with our pre-qualified players for the Beacon World League Season 2. My name is Babz, I'm one of the head staff of the event, and I'm very glad to be joined by our good friend Tween, first place in Division 2 last season and pre-qualified into Division 1. Welcome.
Hello, and thank you very much for having me.
Can we get a bit of a recap of how things went in Season 1?
Yeah, so it was way back in January, right? And I was very happy with how it went, basically, because it went as I wanted it to. Like, I was well aware that maybe the motivation wasn't quite as high as it could have been at that point, mainly because of being dropped by Sinners and being a bit uncertain about the future of the game. And yeah, I mean, it worked out in a way in which I played in Division 2, and in the end, I think that was like I'm happy that it happened, like especially in Division 1, I don't think I would be able to play my absolute best, and it would just be a lot more of a struggle for me. And I mean, like this, I was able to regain some confidence, regain some motivation, and that I'm very happy that happened in Season 1. And yeah, I mean, there's some really nice moments. Like I think it was the match against the Crows, which I mean, I was able to just play solid, like not push it too hard, but just being reliable and doing good rounds. So I remember getting props from Epos, so which he's quite the the big gun right now.
Yeah.
I was very happy to get some props from him. I'm really happy that it went exactly as I like pictured it when I from the point that I knew that I'm Division 2. So yeah.
I think a lot of those Division 1 players are seeing you getting promoted and are keeping an eye out for what you might be able to bring to the table in Season 2. You mentioned your match with Crows, but do you have sort of a highlight moment from Season 1? Something that really stood out to you?
I mean, though getting the message from Apple, that was I think my highlight, because I've been following like the way he played over the course of 2023, right? And I think it was Racer's Summit, right, where he just played out of his mind, and I was even a bit motivated from seeing him play, and it was really nice to be seen from him. So yeah.
Obviously some high praise for Epos, and he had an equally great performance in Season 1, maybe hoping to repeat that in Season 2. So you've mentioned the performances of some of those Division 1 players, and following your performance in Season 1, you're going to be playing against some of those guys now going into Season 2. How do you feel that's going to differ from Season 1, and what do you expect you're going to be able to achieve?
Yeah, so I think I'm in a better place in terms of being able to prepare for being at the top. Going against like the players of Division 1, I will have to be a lot more aggressive in my play style. I do have experience, like playing at the top, but I mean, it's always a new challenge, right? And I think I'll just have to play more. I will have to be even more focused than I was in season 1. I mean, the focus was there, but I have to push more if I want to challenge like the very top there. Yeah, I'm hoping to like play at least as well as I did in season 1, and just keep up the consistency, really.
So do you think that's going to be the main key to performing in Division 1? Is just going to be that extra effort, or is there anything else you think you might adapt to? Yeah.
I think that's it. I mean, in season 2, or in season 1, I think I had a little more leeway to just how fast I'm driving, right? And there would also be matches where I felt in control, like I was like consciously going through the rounds and thinking like I have to speed up here, and here I can maybe play a bit more safe. But in Division 1, I will have a lot less of such leeway, and it's just going to be driving the absolute fastest.
So looking at the current field of players who are already in Division 1 and pre-qualified alongside you, where would you rank yourself among them. What is your goal going into season 2? Are we looking at just staying in Division 1, or are you looking more at the higher end of the table?
It's very stacked. Like I really can't compare myself to many of the players, and it's just going to be like down to the wire. But as always, like I try to aim for reaching the top 4, reaching the finals, and that's what's going to be my goal here. Really, it's going to be very, very tough, but it's a longer tournament. There's more weeks to put in the points, and yeah, I hope I can be consistent and get there.
Is there any player that you're looking forward to playing against that you might have noted that you're looking forward to that game week or that match against that player? Or is there any player that didn't take part in season 1 that you would like to take part in season 2 and maybe have a match against them?
I mean, it's obviously the new guard, I guess, of tech, and like the guys that gained a lot of experience over 2022 and 2023, such as Epos, such as Babz, and obviously I think Binks is also in Division 1, right? So those are like the names that come to mind. There's many more drivers like that, and yeah, I'm just going to focus on myself, really.
It's a very almost footballer's answer after a match, but yeah, very understandable. From the perspective of the event itself, season 1 was the first iteration, and there has been some praise from yourself and others, but also some feedback. What are you looking forward to seeing, or maybe looking forward to seeing be changed in the Beacon World League going into season 2?
I mean, I was very satisfied, and like the format was really good, and I looked forward to playing every week. I mean, I maybe had some like minor issues with the interface and stuff like that I gave feedback about, but other than that, it was really just like a tech league that I love playing, and I mean, really, there's no really any need to fix what isn't broken, right?
So, like you mentioned previously, since season 1 was all the way back in January, there's a lot that has happened since then, and especially for you. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what's been happening in the Beacon World League off season. Obviously, very quickly afterwards, you're one of the first players to start gaining points in the TM World Tour circuit. What has that experience been like? Is that one of your main focuses for this year?
Yeah, obviously, like the World Tour, I'm very, very glad to see it back, and also with the format that is having like gain points. Like it's very simple yet very effective at keeping you engaged with the league all over the year. Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot happening since season 1 game. I mean, I would almost say that like the way that I played season 1 was a bit of an like preparation for what was about to go down in the game, and I was able to as you mentioned, I was one of the first guys to score some points at Gamers Assembly, right? And yeah, I mean, I was not sure I was going to Gamers Assembly, but in the end I decided to go, and yeah, I mean, I was very motivated to win Gamers Assembly again, basically. Like a week before the tournament, the news broke that there's actually points up for grabs, right? And that was a nice way to add some spice to it, I guess. And I was also very happy with the way I played. I mean, it was a tournament in which actually my best match was the finals, right? And Shrinemi also showed up with great performance there, but I was still able to keep him at bay. So yeah, I'm very happy with how the past couple of months went for me, and yeah, I've also had a bit of a break now with taking some time off and then going back to prepare for the Comic-Con,
So we've heard that you're slightly rejuvenated now after your break. You've been, tempoing yourself through this season, and obviously looking forward to the Beacon World League. In your own words, could you sort of tell us what makes the Beacon World League special for you? Why is it worth taking part in it, and why should others maybe take part in it, and why should people tune in to watch it as well?
Yeah, so I can see that it's like a project of passion, right? I mean, it's like the team that you have behind the tournament is quite large, and I feel like every person that I've interacted with, like he's doing it for, you know, like for the passion that they have for the game, and that's quite incredible. I mean, I don't know if like the name of the tournament is like was supposed to like signify that, like you know, it's like maybe some sort of how would I say it, like last you know, bastion of Trackmania that is like happening after you know, like the world tour was seemingly like lost. And yeah, I mean that's the vibe I had like in January. Like everyone was very friendly and very appreciative of like yo, we still have Trackmania to play. So that's, I think, very special. And and also like the format of a league where you play a tech match like every week. It's just like it keeps you coming back, and it's a very nice thing to have. So yeah, I mean that will be my answer.
Well, I'm already just getting goosebumps listening to that and looking forward to season 2. So I'm just as excited as you are. Well, Tween, thank you very much for joining me, and I wish you all the best as we head into season 2, and hopefully a good season for yourself.
Thank you so much. See you there.